Hey guys, it's Andres with Camp K9 Training. So yesterday we showed you Murphy. It was part of the Pinch 101 kind of mini series that I'm doing. So today I'm going to do 102. Yesterday I showed you how to place the collar, which one to get, how snug it should be, where the leash should be attached, the nice solid triangle, dead ring, D-ring, etc. Today I'm going to show you Jackson, which is actually Murphy's brother. And I'm going to show you once you have the leash, once you have the I'm going to show you once you guys have attached the pinch collar, how to utilize the leash to be able to achieve that. So 50% of the walking is going to be with the proper collar and collar placement. The other 50% is going to be how to utilize a leash properly. Because you can have the right collar and you can have the right collar placement, and you can have the right size collar, meaning the 3.0 millimeter Hermspringer. But if you are using the leash like this, then you're not going to do anything, and you're just going to choke your dog and create this opposition reflex. So it's super important that when you guys are utilizing either a pinch collar or any collar for that sort, is you have a nice relaxed leash. A buckle is hanging down, you have the letter J, right? Nice and comfortable here on your shoulder. You're not doing all of this and you're super tense, right? So I've already sized a pinch for him. I have not used it on him, so we're gonna see what kind of compliance level he has. So when we start introducing corrections with pups, there's very compliant dogs, there's very non-compliant dogs. Very compliant dogs are like, oh, that's all I had to do? Why don't you say something? Very non-compliant dogs will shut down, will use their body, will roll over, will yelp, will scream, will try to bite me or the leash. All I'm gonna ask him to do today is learn to follow the leash, and then if he's doing really good, we might teach him a heel. But at the beginning, I don't want you guys to put any collar on, whether it's a pinch, a slip lead, an e-collar, and just go to town on corrections. Have the dog understand what a leash means first, then teach him what you want him to do, then introduce corrections, right? And at the beginning, again, all I want the dog to do is just to learn to settle down, right? So we're gonna put this on and then we'll go from there. Just give me a couple seconds. All right, perfect. So collar up and high, just like we talked about yesterday. Nice solid triangle, leash attached to the D-ring, and nice and relaxed. Now that we have this, I'm gonna use a little bit of the distraction here that we have and just start doing a little bit of leash management. Putting a little bit of leash pressure, follow me. Putting a little bit of leash pressure, follow me, and then go on from there. Here we go. So he's actually already doing pretty good. Most dogs want to lock up at the beginning. And again, this is the first time I've introduced a pinch collar to him. So at the beginning, all I'm asking the dog to do is to move forward with me, move backwards with me, right? Notice how I'm holding the leash. It's super gentle directions, right? That's all I want the dog to do, because once the dog understands to follow the leash, then we can teach a heel. One of the things that I see clients do when they're watching a lot of my videos and they're trying to do this stuff at home is they'll put the collar on. They have a lot of things right. They have the right collar, the right size, the right placement. They have the right leash. They do everything. And then let's go on a walk right away. And they start walking. The dog doesn't understand a leash yet. You need to make sure the dog understands what pressure on the leash means, right? If they understand that moving back means move back, forward means forward, right? They're not shutting down on you. Then take them on a straight walk. Because if at the beginning all you want to do is take your dog on a walk, and you're going straight forward, the dog is going to end up in front of you, because that's what you've been doing for the past couple weeks, months, years, etc. Switch it up. Have the dog understand to follow you in a very small area. Hence why when I first start, all I do is walk forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Like, that's literally all I'm doing. Then once they understand that, then I might be able to do one circle to the left, which is a little bit easier, then to the right. Perfect. And again, it's all just leash guidance, right? Follow forward, follow back, follow sideways, whatever the case may be. I haven't talked to him. I haven't said a single word. This is another thing that I work with clients a lot. People talk way too much. Hey, come, heel, follow me, sit, sit, sit. Like, let the leash do the work. He starts smelling, start correcting. He starts pulling, start correcting, right? If the dog's behavior isn't changing, your leash corrections, your pops aren't strong enough, right? Pop harder, right? I work, again, with a lot of clients and they're like, I don't want to correct too hard. I think I'm going to hurt him. I promise you that with a properly sized pinch collar, you're not going to hurt your dog. With a flat buckle collar, where they're doing all that, absolutely, you're going to have trachea problems. So utilize a properly sized pinch collar and give a hard correction. Harder if you need to. If the behavior does not change, your speeding ticket, meaning your leash pops, are not strong enough. Make him harder, make him harder, make him harder. If you guys are controlling the dog's state of mind at the beginning, where they're not allowed to smell, pour, lunge, or bark, then your corrections are going to be a lot lower. But if day one, lesson one, you take your dog out to downtown and you expect them to do this, you're progressing too fast. So also set your dog up for success, right? Where you're not taking them to super high levels of distraction day one. Day 5, day 6, absolutely, go for it. After that, don't progress too fast too quickly. So that's why you see, like on my 2-week programs, I start with a leash and pinch, then I introduce an e-collar, and then by the end of week 2, we're doing off-leash heels in downtown. But I don't expect them to do a super tight, proper heel day 1, lesson 1 of the program. Start super basic, and then work from there, right? So now that I have his attention, now that he's understanding a little bit of leash guidance and stuff, now I'm gonna try to do a little bit more figure eights and stuff and use these guys as distractions and then take him on a straight walk. Now my biggest goal is to have him be behind me. To most people, this looks like a really good heel. But if I try to turn left, he's too far up. He needs to be behind me so that I can make the left turns. Always ask yourself, can I make a left turn? If the answer is yes, perfect. You're in the right position. If the answer is I don't know, or the answer is no because you're too behind and you're gonna bump into him, then he's too far. Always ask yourself, can I make a left turn? If the answer is yes, then you're in the right spot. That's the biggest thing that I could teach you without me being face to face with you guys. Make a left turn if the dog is walking on the left-hand side, because those are easy turns if the dog is where they're supposed to be. If they're inching forward, then they're going to be really hard turns. If you're walking your dog on the right, then work on your right turns, because those again are easy if the dog is in the right position, right? So I'm going to use these guys as distractions. I'm going to do figure eights. Watch the leash management. Watch how I let him make the behaviors and how I correct and how often I'm correcting for these behaviors. And a lot of times these aren't really corrections. Corrections are like really hard pops, right? These are more of guidance. I'm gonna guide, I'm gonna guide, I'm gonna guide, but if he blows me off, then they're gonna turn into corrections, right? Here we go. Cast. Down. So he barked twice, gave him 2 informations. He didn't want to keep walking with me and he decided to bark again. Therefore, he got a harder correction. So notice how quick that pop was, right? So we had a horse and another dog walking by and he wanted to bark at them. Gave him information, didn't want to do anything. He barked, so then the correction was harder, right? For every correction, there needs to be a reward. But notice I have not rewarded, because he's not in the right state of mind. He's still very anxious. I just got corrected, I don't know what to do. Dude, just relax, I'm not asking you to do much. For every correction, there needs to be a reward, but don't reward until you love the behavior. So you're gonna see a lot of direction, maybe some corrections, without rewards. Towards the end of the video, you're gonna start seeing more rewards than you are corrections and or directions. All right, so let's try that again. Here we go. Awesome. So in there, he did really good. So then my job is to reward. He didn't bark. He didn't try to smell. He didn't try to pull, right? So 2 corrections on the first one for trying to smell and try to go be next to arrows. And then the second one was for barking at the horse. When they're on a leash, there is no pulling. There is no smelling. There is no barking. There is no lunging, right? And the 5th one, it's no going on the bathroom. No going to the bathroom unless you give him the okay, right? And that stops you guys from, where do you want to go potty? You want to go potty? Okay, all right. And then now you're covering 4, 5, 6, 7 front yards, an entire open area, and the dog doesn't want to go to the bathroom. I want you guys to treat this like a road trip down to Florida. Hey, I need you to go to the bathroom now because we're not going to stop at every gas station, right? Every mailbox is not a gas station. You guys are gonna go on your walks, you're gonna pull over, go potty. You went? Awesome. You didn't go? That's okay. I'll give you another chance later. And just walk. But don't let your dog in smell and pull. At the end of the walk, let him be a dog, right? But don't let them. There we go. So he barks randomly, he gets corrected. I'm gonna wait until he starts behaving and then reward. Perfect. So we actually got a little bit of eye contact there, so then he gets rewarded. Notice how quick that reward was, right? Or that correction. He barked, and before he was even barking, he was already getting a correction. So with the bathroom, pull over, give him that chance to go, and if he goes, great, and if he doesn't, it's okay. We give you another chance later. There's another rest stop, 400 miles down the road. Keep walking, and then give him another shot, right? But don't let your dog smell or pull while they're on the leash, because then they're blowing you off. So if they're blowing you off on the walks, why should they listen to you in the household? And vice versa, right? We're gonna try that one more time, and then we'll go for a walk. Here we go. Perfect. So now you see on the last couple ones where he like doesn't want to go on the left hand side. He wants to be on the other side because he doesn't want to get corrected. So this is where fight or flight come into play, right? Dogs have fight, flight, dominance, or submissiveness. I don't want any of those. I just want the dog to learn how to cope. So first he was barking and trying to go smell arrows, and now he's like, I don't want to be part of that. I want to be on the other side. And you can see me guiding to try to get him back into place. That's all that really is. I don't want you to run away, but I don't want you to engage. Just learn to follow me, right? So we'll try that one more time to see if we get a proper behavior, and then we'll wrap up the lesson. Beautiful. That's all I'm asking for, right? He was doing a lot more eye contact, which really helped out because I could see he's paying attention to me and not wanting to blow me off. So this is one of the reasons why I like to use true balance training, affection, corrections, rewards, etc. Because now he's looking up at me and it allows me to reward every time he's looking instead of me carrying a treat bag and bribing him to look at me to stop things from happening. Because here we have 3 dogs plus a horse, and then there's another dog next to the horse, right? So we have a lot of distractions here, and I have a well-behaved dog now that 15-20 minutes ago he wanted to pull and bark and lunge and do all the crazy stuff. But a lot of it is proper collar sizing, collar placement, and then good leash management, right? Notice all the little information I started giving and how I started. First, by implementing a little bit of pressure, come forward, come back, come forward, come back, come forward, come back. Then left turns, then right turns, then figure eights. And now after this, we can go on a walk, right? Where we're walking on a straight line. But at the beginning, I just want the dog to learn to understand the leash. After that, we can take them on a straight walk. So we're gonna go put him up. Lessons up for right now. We'll get him in probably another hour or so. And then at that point, we'll go on a straight walk. Hope this video has helped. If you guys have any questions, comment below. Thanks so much.